Hey there. In this month's um, Backstage Pass, I want to give you a little inside view of how I go about creating content relatively easily for both my website and my social media posts, and how that flow works in a way that helps to bring my audience back to my website and back to my social media hub. So the first step in that process is to write the blog post for my website and post it. So step one is to write that first initial piece of content. And where people get hung up is they think they have to write something totally separate for their email that they send to their email list and for their social media posts. When in the truth is that once you've written that first initial blog post, you've pretty much got it done. It can apply to all 5 needs that we're going to talk about today. So I write my first blog post for the website and post it. Then step 2, I copy and paste part of the blog post as an intro for my email, wrapping it up with a call to action to go to the website to read more. Then step 3 is to paste part of the blog post for social media. Copy and paste it, edit it and tweak it just a little bit and turn it into a social media post. And I'm really doing very little editing on it, as you'll see, because we're going to walk through an example in just a minute. Step 4 is to copy and paste the same exact social media post that you used in the last step on Instagram to your Facebook business page. So you want to post natively first in the Instagram business profile, and then take the same piece of content exactly and post it to your Facebook business page using the same image for both posts. Then the last step, the secret sauce that helps to bring your friends and fans and family over to your social media hub, is to share that post from your Facebook business page to your personal profile. That's how you get people back onto your business page when you don't have a whole lot of followers yet on there, but you have tons of friends and family who are interested in what you're doing. So let's look really quickly at an example of how that system works. So we're going to look here at the blog post I wrote this week on Golden Fall at Botany Bay. So this is a painting I just finished up this week, and it's a painting of Botany Bay. So here you see the image. This is my website, and this is a blog post on my website. Has the title, the medium, the size, and I always include the copyright information. Then I wrote a quick paragraph, really, but it's set up as simple paragraphs so that it's easy to read. Does not have to be super long. I wrote a blog post that's the story of that painting, of where I painted it, why it was interesting to me, and some of what I hope my audience gets from it. Then to create my social media, to create my email, I copy and pasted this exact same blog post and edited it down. So let's take a look at that email that went out, and you'll see how very little is changed. We're going back and forth so that you can see that. Here is that email. Again, the same image uploaded to my email system. Title, medium size, copyright info, and I've shortened it a lot. So I took what I felt like was a better hook for the beginning of the email, and then gave a little bit of insight into the painting, and said, click here to see a larger version and read more. But it looks like I forgot to make that a link. I do that sometimes. So make sure when you say click here that you remember to make it a link. But the image is a link, as is the title. And that takes them to the website. So if they click on this, they'll go back to my website and they'll get to read a little bit more and see the painting a little bit larger. Now, to create a social media post, I copy and pasted. See a pattern here? A little bit more. But I'm using that same hook that I used in the email, something I think will grab their attention a little faster. And you can see it is almost exactly the same as the blog post. Then I copy and pasted it. The only difference here in images is that I added in the image that was the inspiration source there. Then I posted it to my Facebook page. Exactly the same post. Literally word for word with the two images. And now I want to show you the best way to share it to your personal profile. Down here in the right-hand corner, you'll see this little icon with the color image of me and the down arrow. Click on that, and I'm going to switch from acting as my Facebook page to acting as my personal profile. That's my personal profile. Now I know it's switched because the icon switched. And I'm going to share that post from my business page to my personal profile. And you want to make sure that it's public so that everybody can see it. So even if your profile is sent to private, you can set it, just that one post, to public. Most of my posts are set to public because I don't post anything on my personal profile normally that I don't want the world to see. If I'm going to keep it more less public and more personal, then I'm going to, more private, I'm going to share it only to friends. So now I'm going to share it public, and that is going to post that to my personal profile. And I can check that out by going over here to my profile. It's going to slowly switch over. And there it is. Now, if anybody clicks on either the images or the caption down here, if they click see more, it's going to take them back to my business page. So it becomes this kind of breadcrumb trail back to my business page. It begins to build up the following there. And if the person who's looking at it on my public my personal profile is not a follower yet, then there'll be a like button right about here that gives them the option to like my page. So that's it. That is the flow from blog post to social. That's a really simple path to take one piece of content and put it in multiple places. Hope that little behind the scenes view is helpful. Happy painting, everyone, and paint on.